Hi, it's Rich Tehrani with the TMC Newsroom, and today I've got Robert Vrij, who is the president of the Americas region of Alcatel-Lucent, and we're going to have an interview and talk a little bit about his company. Robert, how are you?
Great, thanks Rich. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic.
Good.
So tell me what's new with the company.
Well, as you know, we have a new CEO, and we developed a great new strategy. We communicated to basically the industry back in December. So our focus now is very exciting, and it's all around leveraging the network assets that we have, and now combining that with a strategy that really focuses on the web and how the web's developing. So allowing us to really looking at opportunities for our customers to monetize their network. So we're focusing on service providers, enterprises, and consumers, and really bringing the richness of what the network can offer into an application enablement space. And those two combined really bring the best of what we have to offer and now help our customers drive new revenue, new ARPU for their customers.
So that's very exciting. Now that you've got this new management team, what are some of the other changes that might have taken place in the recent months?
Well, what we've done is we've really looked at the areas that we specifically want to own, and leveraging really our knowledge, our experience, and our strong presence in certain technologies. And what you've seen is the fruit of all of that already kind of taking shape. We've decided that really LTE from a 3G to 4G is something that's hugely important to us. We also really are emphasizing our IP and optical portfolio, because as data revenues are going up and data demands going up, we need to be able to serve our customers with more flat IP networks. So we're really investing heavily in IP and optical. And as you can tell, LTE and IMS provide a great platform together for applications.
Sure.
So we're utilizing all that multimedia environment to go drive new applications for our customers, but also provide a platform or a means to take advantage of those millions and millions of development community people that are out there.
Sure. Now, you recently had an LTE win, if I'm not mistaken, correct? A big one.
Thanks for reminding me of that particular win. We're very excited about it. As you know, Verizon selected us, and it's not just for LTE. What the exciting part for us is that we phrased it the Triple Crown. We won, and we're the only vendor to win not only LTE, IMS, but as well as what we call the Enhanced Packet Core. So all three of those elements really validate the strategy that I shared with you that we've embarked upon as a company.
So the integration of those three areas, what strengths do you bring? And did you win in part because you were able to bring together a solution that worked together well?
Yeah, I believe more and more so customers like Verizon recognize the fact that buying a solution and having an integrated solution from a provider such as ourselves yields great benefits. And the ability to deploy with a strong service integration capability on our side really gives us the unique differentiation that in fact helps them in time to market, deploy fast. In this particular case, helps them deploy the first 4G LTE network in the United States. So really, if you piece part of a lot of that, it'd be much harder to achieve. So we really feel like our ability to provide that solution end to end made a huge differentiation. And as the announcement stated, we're the only one that we played in all three clouds, which to me, again, tells us that solution approach to our business is really paying off.
That's really, really great. So it seems like you're operating on many of the cylinders. You've got customers that are buying from you because you've got an array of solutions that work together, and you've also got the integration. So many of the vendors in this space lately have told me that due to the economic environment, that their integration divisions have been seeing an increase in business because carriers are more likely to outsource now than they might have been a couple of years ago. Does that also make sense to you?
Yeah, certainly. We've seen, of course, we've got a great presence, not only globally, but specifically in the region I run, of a lot of resources and experienced resources that have done service integration, managed services, multi-vendor maintenance, all of those things coming together that now more so have, I think, a play based on the macroeconomic environment. If you can have a company such as ourselves, take advantage of our capabilities to do, for instance, maintenance on all third parties, that saves that critical OpEx dollars that every operator wants to save.
Right.
That along with managed services and knock outsourcing we've seen an uptick in that as well, and we've got some very successful cases there as well, where we're helping customers in my region real time with an outsourcing model that you refer to.
So it seems like the economy is benefiting some areas of your business just because that's the way this economy happens to be, and that's what it's doing to carriers, is making them look for different ways to solve problems. Exactly. Are you doing anything proactively to either position the branding or the messaging to take advantage of this economic environment?
Well, we obviously want to help our customers drive more revenue. So everything today has a big focus around CapEx and OpEx reductions, which is what infrastructure companies do. We look for opportunities to drive a bit more economically than in the new generation versus the last one.
Right.
However, really now with our approach, we can help talk to our customers about neat applications we can deploy and help them deploy so that the ARPU per subscriber goes up. And so from that point of view, we're not only talking about the infrastructure and helping them, stretch that CapEx dollar and OpEx dollar further, but we're also helping them now in a, increased application focus to really deliver the next nice, if it might be an MP3 application or an advertising application or you name it, that helps them get that $30 up to $31 to $32, and that
sure.
So that's a new focus for us,
sure.
and something that's going to help our operators even during these macroeconomic times.
So there seems to be a competition right now for application store dominance. There are companies like Apple, you've got Microsoft, you've got RIM, and now you've got consortiums of carriers trying to get into this business, and everyone seems to want to own the application space and own the dissemination of those apps.
Right.
How do you see your company playing in this space, and what is the competitive landscape of having the device manufacturers being strong in that space?
Yeah, so really what we try to help our customers with is by having a common service delivery platform, therefore really a server more approach versus a client approach, is the ability to drive applications independent of the sophistication of the device. So really one of our operators, or most of our operators want, is the ability to provide a rich set of content and applications or widgets to a device, independent of that's a low feature phone, a high feature phone, or a smartphone. So we're really helping with the solutions back into the network that can drive those applications you and I are seeking every day to make our lives easier onto our headset, independent of the fact that it might be a flip-up phone that's not very sophisticated, as well as a smartphone device.
So at the base unit, or in the base implementation of what you're saying, you can have an application that might just send out SMS messages, but as things get more complex, maybe you have Java running on the handset, and then as you get even more complex, a smartphone which has maybe a native application. Is that what you're getting at?
Basically what our focus is that by putting the intelligence and the capability of the leveraging the network of our operators, the platform as such that we will house applications on, we were going to drive those applications down independent of what I said before, the sophistication of the devices. But really what we're also after is taking that to the next step. First, vis-a-vis things like personalization. So when we're looking at what type of content our customers are seeking from the web, and the ability to combine that knowledge with the real estate that the service provider owns, therefore the location,
right,
and combining all of those assets to deliver personalized services to you in the forms of widgets, for instance, so that if you are driving down somewhere and the operator knows your location, and you've gone to the web and you like a particular brand of liquor, you're driving by a liquor store, and guess what? Here's an advertisement and here's a coupon. So we're looking at all those different things to help monetize, and in fact, actually in certain cases, change the business models for our customers so they can get access to new revenue streams.
That makes a lot of sense. I think that in a sense, and I don't know if this is talked about very often with mobile advertising, but mobile advertising can actually play into the whole impulse marketing side of the business, where you're near something and it's a quick hit coupon. So just like you might see the gum at the checkout line in the grocery store, you're driving by whatever the store happens to be, and you get that coupon. So what can we expect next from your company? What's the grand plan going forward?
So you're going to see us continue to be vigorous in making sure that we're part of that 4G. The market recognizes our leadership position. Our IP is getting stronger and stronger from an IP portfolio point of view. You'll see us.
Now that's intellectual property IP,
no.
or internet
That's
protocol IP.
No, these are basically our routers that we have.
Okay.
Not only on the edge side, but as well as on the core side. You've seen us making a tremendous amount of traction from a market share position. So this is a key area we want to play in. Optical is fantastic for us. We're going to do all the wraparound with our services, and wait and see more on our application strategy, because we're starting to really get a lot of traction with our customers. They want us to be talking to them about driving customer retention and acquiring new customers and driving ARPU. So this is a new approach for us, and early signals show that our customers are making the decisions for us from a network point of view, because they know that now that delivers the overall network that can really help drive all of those new content-rich applications to the end consumers.
That's great. Thanks.
Thank
We've
you.
been speaking today with Robert Vrij, who is the president of the Americas region of Alcatel-Lucent. My name is Rich Tehrani, reporting for TMCnet, and thank you so much, Robert, for your time. This was great.
Thank you very much.
Really.
I appreciate it.